Today I'm eating tacos in Mexico City for a whole day, but there's a catch. They're gonna get increasingly weirder. So I'm gonna start with normal tacos, things you see every day. And by the end, I'm gonna be eating things that I don't even wanna try, honestly. So I just left my apartment where I'm staying at. And for these first tacos, I don't really have a place in mind. I'm just gonna be walking around to see whenever I find them. So I'll let you guys know when. You can probably guess what they're gonna be. Guys, when I tell you I was excited when I found these, I was extremely excited when I found these. Just look at that giant stack of al pastor right there. And the guy that's working the meats, you can tell he's been doing this for longer than I've been alive. And the price was only 15 pesos a taco, or around 75 cents. I was walking around for a minute because I was looking for a big stack like this of al pastor. I didn't want just any al pastor, so I'm glad I came across this. Plus all these sides, pico de gallo, green salsa, grilled onions, pickled onions, lime, cucumber, literally all the necessities and more. All right, I got my al pastor finally. So I was looking for a spot that had like a pretty big stack of pastor. A lot of places have al pastor, but they're not really al pastor because they don't have it on an actual like steak of meat, like a stack of meat. So it's not really al pastor, is it? Like they have the flavor of it, but it's not really al pastor at the end of the day. So let's try these. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, obviously al pastor is gonna be your most common. You can probably get it at any taqueria in America, I hope. It's your most average taco, which isn't a bad thing because like it's really good. And I got cebollitas with it too. I love these. I also got suadero, which isn't asada. I was looking for asada specifically, but suadero is pretty common. I think suadero is pretty common everywhere, so that's why I also got it. Also extremely good. Because the thin cut of meat is pretty common. You can get it pretty much anywhere. It's not too exotic, if you know what I mean. I think those are the best tacos we could have started off with. Classic al pastor and suadero. Honestly, those were great. They're gonna be hard to beat, honestly. But I know the exact location we're going to next. And it's a pretty long walk, so I got some fresh orange juice right now to wash it down. That's all good. I'm really glad I was able to find that place because a lot of the places I was passing by with al pastor, they didn't have the stack of meat. They just have it already prepared on the flat top. So if you're ever getting al pastor, make sure they actually have the stack of meat because then it's really not al pastor, is it? All right, guys, I made it to the next spot. This spot is about like one level above the last spot. I came here because they have a lot of options with different meat, but the first thing I'm gonna get is lengua and cabeza. They have a lot of different options here. You can tell just looking at the big bowl of meat that they have cooking up right in front of you. And they cut the meat up right in front of you, extremely fresh. It's not just sitting there on a stove like some other places. And you can tell this place is good just by looking at the big group of people here. But luckily there is no wait. You just order your tacos and pay after. All right, to start off, I got lengua, which is tongue, and I got cabeza, which is head. So I got these two because I feel like they're pretty common and I think you guys probably heard about it before. But some people are still kind of put off with the idea of eating a cow tongue, which, yeah, I kind of get it. It's a cow tongue and a cow head. But in my opinion, honestly, these two are probably my favorite kind of tacos easily. So we're gonna dig into these. I'm gonna start with the lengua because that's my favorite. This is the lengua, probably my favorite. Yeah, lengua is easily some of the best. Some places really don't make it right, and it can be sometimes chewy, but this one is absolutely perfect. So that's lengua, not the most common, but also not the most like uncommon. You can definitely find that at taquerias in California. I get lengua a lot in my burritos in California, so not the most uncommon, but a lot of people are put off by it. But next is cabeza or head. You don't really find this much in America. Also, one of my favorites. This is also one of my favorites because I don't know what about cow tongue and cow head. But just so soft and like flavorful. But yeah, it's really good. Next to is trompa and tripa, which is trunk and gut. So I would say on the like weirdness scale, these are about the same as lengua and cabeza. These aren't my very favorite tacos, honestly, but they're still pretty good. They just tend to be more on the gamey side, which I don't like that much, but it's still great. This is what I mean. It's a lot more fatty and gamey, which a lot of people like that, but not my favorite. So that's tripa and trompa. Not the weirdest, but not that common. Still very good, but I'll put them on the same level as like lengua and cabeza. Not that weird. But these next two I've actually never tried before because as a kid I was always scared to try them. And that's ojo and sesos. So I got ojo or kauai. They unfortunately did not have sesos or brains, but this is actually my first time trying ojo because I've always been scared to try as a kid. My dad would always order it, but I mean, like, who wants to eat eyeballs? So, but yeah, let's try it. It's honestly not too different from cabeza. It's definitely more chewy and gamey, but not much of a difference, honestly. That's the meat. Yeah, it really doesn't look strange at all. Yeah, that's still really good. I mean, I probably wouldn't order it again, or I'd just stick to cabeza and lengua. But I can see how someone could like that a lot. Not my favorite, but definitely still a great option. So these are tacos de canasta. These could possibly be some of my favorite tacos if it wasn't for how they're made, because they're also honestly the unhealthiest because of how they're made. Basically, they literally grab a basket, put parchment paper at the bottom, put towels, put the tacos inside, then drench it in oil. Literally fill up the whole basket with oil, and that's how they cook them. But they end up coming out really good and soft. But the thing is, the tacos basically absorb all that oil, and you're basically eating like 400 calories of oil per taco probably. I had three, one de chicharron, one de papa, and one de adobo, and they were honestly extremely good, especially with the salsa, and only 10 pesos each too. Now on the weirdness scale, I don't think they're that strange or weird to me, but to some people, they're not that common, especially in America. I've probably only seen them in America probably once, because the actual filling of the tacos isn't that weird, but it's just the fact that they drenched them in oil. And that's basically how they cook them. So I would say they're middle of the pack strange, if you even want to call them strange at all, because honestly, because they are pretty common here, but to an outsider, they are pretty unique. Next are tacos de guisado. Now these, like tacos de canasta, aren't a specific type of taco, but just how they are cooked. These are a slow cooked stew served inside a warm tortilla, and these were actually served with rice. All right, I got tacos de guisado. They each have different things, so let's try them all. This is bistec with nopales, which is what was that in English? Cactus. There was many different options, and I've been seeing these everywhere in Mexico City. And I would play what I was saying in person, but they were playing a bunch of loud music, and it was probably copyrighted, so. But I would say these were pretty good. Not my favorite, but I would still recommend them, and they were actually served very well. And that's also really good. I like the first one better, but this one's also great. That was so cheap. Oh my God. They were 13 pesos a taco, and they were served well. He put rice in there and he put a bunch of meat too. 13 pesos a taco ended up being 39 pesos for all three of them. But weirdness scale, honestly, not that much. You know, it's just your normal meats, but cooked with a bunch of different ingredients. And it was absolutely amazing though. But I wanted to try these and place in the video because they're really not that common outside of Mexico, so. I'm not even gonna lie, it's a completely different day, but I'm at the Mercado because I came here because I heard they have some pretty exotic things, and that's what I want to try to find. So I walk into the Mercado and I just ask where I can eat insects. Now things like grasshoppers here are pretty common, but I wanted more than just a handful of grasshoppers. So I asked this one girl selling grasshoppers where I can eat some more exotic things. And she starts walking me to where she says they serve all the exotic things they have here. And we start passing by tarantulas, worms, scorpions, and everything you can imagine. Crocodile meat, everything. Then she takes me to this one booth that's called El Gran Cazador, and they pretty much had everything. Crocodile meat, ostrich meat, scorpions, bugs, damn near every exotic meat you can even think of. Then the guy that was helping me out starts showing me everything they have. He first was showing me a board full of insects.
Tengo este plato mixto de insectos, ¿ok?
Worms, grasshoppers, beetles, cockroaches, and even a scorpion. Now I didn't want to have the entire board of insects because let's be real, I'm not eating this entire board of insects and I wanted to start off light, but I sat down and started looking at the menu. All right, so there's actually a lot of options. There was like a tarantula, a scorpion, and he had a whole plate of bugs, which I'll show you guys. All right, my first taco is gonna be a taco of ostrich meat, never had it before. And I'm topping it off with salsa with grasshoppers in it. But that's actually really good, like really good. That's way better than it has any right of being. Like, that's so good. This salsa is actually so fire, I'm not even gonna lie. It's actually one of my favorite salsas I've had while in Mexico. Like, no exaggeration. Like, why is it so good? And by the way, I'm on a completely empty stomach right now. Not the best idea, but what can I do? All right, it's here. This is the ostrich. Just looks like normal meat to me. But this was about $6 for one taco. I'm gonna top it off with the grasshopper. Bro, it's so good. Like, the grasshopper is so good. Like, I don't know how, but it is. Hopefully it's not chewy. I was right, it is chewy. I had a feeling it was gonna be. Flavor-wise, it is pretty good. It really just tastes like a worse carne asada. Also, if ostriches are endangered, I'm sorry, because this was honestly not worth killing you. That was definitely the worst taco so far. It's not even close. Pretty dry and chewy. But that's also gonna bring us to our last taco of the video. I'm not looking very forward to it, honestly. And it's most likely gonna be a lot worse than what I just had right now. Now, after I ate the ostrich taco, he starts taking out even crazier things. Now, granted, I did ask for this. He brought out a live cockroach and told me I could eat it alive. And he also put out a tarantula named Rosie. I asked if she's for sale to eat, and he said yes. Like, why would they even name her if they're trying to sell her to possibly eat? What kind of sick restaurant is this? But then I finally decided what I was gonna eat next. All right, well, let's try it.
Very good. Ooh. ¿Sí? Es mezcal de Oaxaca.
I'm asking for a tortilla because like the whole video is tacos, but yeah. Look, and the scorpion was inside the mezcal. That's how I made it. All right, I'm gonna put it in tortilla and put some salsa on it. The grasshopper salsa. All right. Doesn't taste like much, honestly. I'm scared to get to the actual body. So like, now I can see the inside. So like, what? There's really no flavor. It's really just texture. I'm gonna put some lime on it. And apparently it has, according to the guy serving me right now, it has the equivalent protein to like a pork chop, which I don't know if I believe that. I'm gonna look it up. All right, well. Actually, it's so strong. Yeah, I need a horchata or something. All right, after that, I need an agua fresca or something. It wasn't like the worst, but it did definitely leave a weird aftertaste. Yeah, I need a horchata or something. I got my banana and strawberry smoothie, and I think it's about right. We rank all the tacos I had, and I think it's a pretty easy choice for bottom. Bottom's definitely that ostrich. Extremely mid, like pretty chewy. Flavor was mid. Tortilla was mid. I mean, like everything was pretty bad, honestly. Didn't really like it at all, honestly, and it had a strange aftertaste. And again, if ostrich is endangered, I'm sorry, I not know. And after that, definitely that scorpion. Honestly, it wasn't even that bad, the scorpion. I feel like the actual body itself was strange, but the tail, honestly, the tail was pretty good. I think the tail, if you grab a bunch of scorpion tails, wrap them up in like a chip bag, put some like seasoning on that, they'll actually be pretty good, honestly. But I don't know about the entire Scorpion. It was alright. But that mezcal, oh my god, that mezcal was bad. And I think it was 55% alcohol, so that's probably why. The Scorpion wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, especially with the grasshopper salsa. Honestly, that salsa was like surprisingly good. And after the Scorpion, I'll probably put the tacos de guisados. They were all pretty good, but just not my favorite compared to the next three. But I would definitely recommend them, honestly. And after that, I'll probably put the tacos de canasta. They're honestly really good. Tacos de canasta are honestly underrated. People don't really talk about them that much when it comes to Mexican food, but I would definitely recommend them. Just the only problem is they're literally drenched in oil, but flavor-wise, they're extremely good. Next, I'll put tacos de ojo, tacos de trompa, and tacos de tripa. Yeah, those three are all definitely around the same level. All three of those are pretty gamey and like they could get chewy. Just not my favorite when it comes to their texture. Just not my favorite when it comes to their texture at times, but flavor-wise, they're absolutely amazing. But the reason I put them at 3 is because at number 2, I got lengua and cabeza, because flavor-wise, they're definitely very similar to the past 3. The texture is just so much better. They're extremely soft. Cabeza and lengua are just extremely soft, and they're just some of my favorites to order. And those 2 cuts have definitely become my go-to tacos to order. And at number 1, not a surprise, the classic Al Pastor and Suadero. Don't really gotta say much about them. You guys have probably tried it. But those specific Al Pastor tacos I had were actually amazing. I definitely wanna go back, and they're pretty close to where I'm staying at, so I think I'll definitely go back there. And that's the video. Thanks for watching. And if this video does good, I'll go back and eat Rosie the tarantula.